Alright, we're just here doing this deck, and it's very, very slippery. It's in bad shape, but we're putting the cutek quick clean on it, and we're going to scrub it with the square scrub. Alright, here we are doing the deck clean. We cleaned this deck probably 5 or 6 years ago, but I think she had actually put some new boards down. Actually, I think she replaced the whole deck after we cleaned it. I've been trying to upsell her on putting some cutek clear coat on there to keep all the water out, but she doesn't want it. So we finally were able to come this year to clean her deck for her. This is probably one of the worst decks I think we've ever cleaned. This deck was so slippery and very dangerous when you walked on it. So right now I'm just spraying the cutek quick clean on there to get her all, the chemical soaking in and getting it working. But yeah, this deck was one of the worst decks I think we have done. It didn't take us actually that long to do, but it was a lot of work because, as you can see, it's so moldy and it is really, really bad. And then the patio stones as well, we cleaned those as well too. So it was kind of a big job. We did kind of two things at once, and then we cleaned her windows as well. You can see Monica inside cleaning the windows. But anyways, here I am with the square scrub cleaning it. This square scrub works amazing. This front part wasn't as bad as the back because it's undercover, but yeah, I love the square scrub. It makes the job so much easier. I don't know if it's quicker than using a power washer, but I have noticed that since we've been using the square scrub over the power washer, it actually gets way more dirt out and cleans it way better than the power washer. So this machine has been a really, really good investment and helping us get our decks cleaned and sand it if we need to sand them. So as you can see behind me, there's some water being sprayed on me. So what we need to do is keep the deck wet as we're doing it because the pads soak up quite a bit of water. So I like to keep as much water on there as possible. And then when we are cleaning it, it gets all kind of residues left behind. So we got to spray that off to get it off. If not, it just kind of hardens up, and I like to get it off as soon as possible so it doesn't stick on it. When it's wet out, it's actually raining that day, it doesn't stick as bad, but when you're in the sun, it just dries up really fast. So I like to have somebody come behind me and just spray it, and it comes off really nice. So that's what we did. So I hope you enjoy this video. This deck, let me tell you, I was so happy with how it came out. After we were done and I walked on it, it was not slippery at all. It was really actually nice to walk on it after. Yeah, but it was quite a bit of work to get her all clean. I kind of did in sections because she had some stuff on the deck that we kind of moved around, just did in sections. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this part here, as you can see, I can slip on it pretty easily. So this was a pretty bad area of the deck. Actually, everything from here behind me was really bad. Um, it took me a little bit longer to do. I took my time cleaning this. Usually it can go pretty quickly, but I went over it once or twice on a couple of spots just to make sure it was good and get all the mold and dirt out of it. Yeah, but you'll see in a minute how amazingly clean it gets after you clean it. And honestly, like I said before, the square scrub has really helped us out. I love the square scrub over the power washer. It works way better. Saying that, you do have to get the pad on the right part of the scrubber there. If you don't, for some reason, it kind of makes it pull one way, which it's hard to control it. Well, so right here, we're just changing pads. The other pad was completely done, so we're just changing pads right now. But if you don't get the pad on completely square or in the right spot, for some reason the machine, it pulls the one way. You got to kind of put your body against it to pull it back in the right direction. It's really hard to use a machine then. But I try and line it up as best I can to get it exactly where it should be. I may look it up to see what the sweet spot is. But yeah, it's once you got this new pad on, it just glides a lot more. What I'll do every now and then too, will flip the machine up and I get them to spray all the stuff out of it, because it does get gunked up really easily on there with all the dirt, of course, as you can see. But yeah, you can see kind of right here how clean it already is getting. But once we get closer to the camera, you'll see it, and we get more lines done. You'll see how amazing it looks. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Again, give it a really good spray. It's really sticking now. I've been using the Ryobi backpack sprayer on all our decks to spray the chemical. It's the 18 volt. It's been working really well for us. It's so much better than having a pump sprayer. I was constantly having to stop every couple minutes to pump the sprayer up and to keep pressure on it, but this has been amazing. It's so much quicker. I can get lots of chemical on the deck, just spray it and keep on going, not have to worry about it. The battery lasts quite a while. We do quite a bit before I actually have to charge the battery up. The only downfall to this sprayer is once it gets to a low level, it just spritzes out, and you kind of gotta lean your back to one side to get the water and stuff to go through the hole. What they should have done was put like a low angled thing inside, so the water all continuously flows to the outlet, but they didn't do that, so that's kind of one downfall to this. And then you can't get all the chemical out of the machine. But saying that, it's been a really good machine so far for us. I love it. It's been working really well. And then right where I'm spraying now is the composite deck. I have never used the square scrub on one before, so this was actually my first time testing it. And man, it works so much more better than the power washer. I did only square scrub part of it, then I power wash the rest of it, but it works so much better and quicker. The power washer is kind of slow going with it. You got to be careful not to rip the deck apart because it's composite. But yeah, it was really working well for us. And that composite deck was so bad. It was so green at the back there by the sliding door. It was really bad. So yeah, we got this composite deck looking amazing as well.